Hello and good morning. Welcome back to Freckle Farms. We have a few more sheep. They're all happy and plenty of food and making babies, so that's a good thing. Oh, where's the tractor gone? Thought I'd lost it. I think this morning I'm going to open up the silage clamp. We'll get that emptied out. I wouldn't mind getting ourselves a forage wagon. Is that? Field up the back can't be ready already. It's done. It needs to be done. Yeah, I'm thinking, do we just use a bucket or do we get ourselves like a forage wagon? How much is in here? I don't know. I think we get ourselves a forage wagon. Doing 2,000 litres a bucket is going to be expensive. We'll take up a trail load at first because that'll help us get one of the cheaper forage wagons. Let's try and open up the whole pit if we can. Can't open them with a forage wagon, they've got to be opened with a bucket. This seems to be handling the load of silage better than the little one did. It was always on its front wheels, going crazy. The downside of this trailer is it's not wide and big, so you got to be careful where you dump, otherwise it ends up on the grass. I think that all went in. I'm hoping it did. That hump is not going to be cool when we get the wagon back. Not going to like that at all. One thing I have noticed on this, the brakes aren't the greatest. But she's an old beast of a tractor, so there's, you know, it's got to be expected. Try and take out a bit of this hump here. Probably end up making it worse. Yep. Yeah, a couple of forage wagons I'm looking at are only a few $1,000s. I think they hold 10,000 litres, but that would be perfect for us. And we're going to need it shortly to collect grass when we need to do it all again anyway, so it's not going to be a waste of funds. We may end up selling our other trailer. Just have to have a look and see what we got laying around. All we need really is this trailer that we have just for doing the fields. If we have a forage wagon that can take the grass, the silage, we have a log trailer. We don't really, I mean, we might need a flat trailer for pallets and stuff, but it's not dire. I don't think all of that went in. Oh, there's some there. What a bummer. This trailer is, like, obviously it does hold more, but it's very finicky for loading with the bucket. So you've got to be super cautious about that. Now just got to be careful we don't damage our crops. I think we got it all. I'm pretty sure there'll be some left there that we've made a mistake with. A little bit just there I can see. A pain in the bottom. Yeah, maybe if we're going to be doing things, we get a different trailer that's, or a smaller bucket. There's a little bit left there, but I'm not going to attempt that until we've until we've got that field sorted. Just wait until that's done. We can pick it up or just mulch it in. Not a huge big issue. There we go. Alright, we'll swap these trailers around. And maybe we'll head up. Get this silage sold off. And hopefully a forage wagon can clip onto the back of that just to transport it back home with us. So save us some time. Okie dokie, let's get this dropped off. Bit of extra cash. Slow down. This thing goes a bit faster, but the brakes are crazy. They just don't seem to work well. $1,140 so far. Another 4,500, so that's a win. I'll just pop over here and get into checking out these forage wagons. There's a couple of cheapy ones. I've got that one there. It's 3,400 for 13,000 litres. 2,600, 4,000 for 8,000 litres. So I think we'll get this one. Let's do that. The bottom attachment, I think that's all we need. Hopefully. I don't know if it's going to work on this tractor because it's got the higher attachment point, but we could always possibly come back and adjust that at the shop if it doesn't work. But it will work on the smaller one. And we can tow it back. So that's a win for sure. 2 birds with 1 stone. Alright, let's get back and load this thing up. Let's get these trailers unhitched and sorted out. We can't really leave that one there. That one there. Might drop this weight off. Just there, because we don't need that right now. Hopefully. Have to check on our chickens and collect their eggs as well, because there's some sitting there waiting for us. And get that field harvested. So I was planning on doing some mowing today. I was expecting that field to be August. Let's see what happens here. Lower, turn on. Seems to sit pretty perfect on that. Oh, got through the hump. Look at that. Done and full. That's a weapon. No way that would have been so easy with the green tractor. Not at all. Super impressed with that. I think the next episode or two we might cut some trees down. We'll clear off obviously that island. I just want to clear it off to level it out and get some stuff over there. Once it's built, we will plant some more trees, because obviously camping, you're gonna, especially in summer, you're gonna want to have some nice solid trees ahead of you to deal with the heat. And in winter, nice big solid trees there to help contain the weather. You don't want little tiny ones that can snap and bend and kill you. The Widowmakers, we want some nice solid ones up there, so we will be replanting some trees there for shade and for our security. Also helps keep the ground together if we get a big storm. So we'll do that. It's not cheap. They're about $3,000 for like 3/4 grain ones. I think it'll be worth it. There we go. Get empties out nice and fast. Very, very good. You know, if we get our productions up and get going doing more, we might need a bigger one eventually, but for the price we paid for this, you can't lose money. Like $7,000, that's just paid for 2 of these. It's a win-win for sure. I think we might do maybe one more load of that get it all tidied up, and then we'll jump into that field. Shouldn't be an issue at all. We've got the equipment to do it. It's just a bit, yeah. Today I was planning on doing a bit of grass and maybe starting to cultivate this field up. And then the next episode we're going to do this field. So goes to show you can make plans, but Mother Nature will always win. Just cruising around here. Let's quickly have a look at these chickens and see how they're going. Oh, we got some eggs in there. Super cool. Have to make sure we keep an eye on them, and they're gonna probably make lots of babies shortly. That shouldn't be too long until we've got all that got that full and maybe looking to expand again. I would love to put in some cattle. The sheep we've got down here are pretty fine for now. They're not really in the way. We may move to a bigger pasture if we need to. Come on, oh, nearly took it. Yep, what a bummer. We may put a bigger pasture in for the sheep as well. Like, there's a lot of open pastures, so on some of the land that's not really usable, like around the rivers and stuff, we could probably do the open pastures for the cattle and the sheep. A bit more realistic-ish. The field off to the left of us there, that's all currently grass at the moment. No idea what to do in there. Maybe we'll put another field in, I'm not sure, but lots to work out, lots to get going, and lots to sort out. So we'll keep chugging along as long as we're making money and we're surviving. That's a good thing. I also want to put in some more wheat because we do own the bakery up here, so it'll be good to start turning some food over in that for the tourists as well. There's wheat flour, barley flour, oat and sorghum flour. Bread, cakes, oils, so plenty of stuff we can do. That will actually be handy if we do put the potato factory in, because we can make the oils there that we need for the potato factory as well, which would be very handy. What a little ripper this thing is. I know these mods have been on PC for a long time, but it's good to see that they're coming across the console. We've already made $15,000 in 2 loads. We're up already, which is great. 2 more loads and it's paid for this tractor and the trailer. So it's a little bit of a pain to get it all flat and leveled and compacted, but now we've got this tractor which is a little bit heavier. It might actually work in our favour as well. Alright, let's get this thing parked up and jump into the harvester. Just had a call from the front desk. They've had some hikers inquire about camping, so we might have to... There's some stumps there. We might actually have some tents there by the sounds of it for the next little while, which will be great. Oh, gotta get that bloody log out of the way. Yeah, that would be amazing. Get some people in there and get their feedback. I'll have to try and sort out something for some toilets. But it's only for tents and they're hiking, so they are aware. It's not a full facility area. Alright, let's get this done. Might jump in a bit of a time lapse and see how we go. unloaded the first load. I've just put a worker in there so we can get this up to here. What I'm thinking is, I'm thinking about putting this into the baker. Need to go right side. Let's see if we can dump this out here. Let me. That can make us some flour, which is good. And we can drop the eggs into the bakery too. Maybe we can use them. Link is going, stuff going everywhere. There we go. I mean, I don't think we have any need for eggs in the bakery at the moment, but we've got some in there. So now we can make oat flour, bread. I think we only need the eggs for cake, and for cake we need milk, butter, and strawberries and sugar. So we won't bring any more eggs up here, not at the moment. Let's just make sure flour's on distributing. Wicked. So 5,000 litres in there for now. We'll probably bring the rest up too when it's ready. So they're just trying to work out, like, the trailers we have are great, but I'm just trying to find like one that works for us better. We don't have a lot of power on this tractor to pull anything heavy. So we can't go way too big. That can do 7, well, that's his max. 6 ton empty. Wow, what's that? 5 ton empty. That'd be way too big on the back of our tractor, I'd think. We'll work fine on the Massey though. 15,000 litres. That's, I think that'd work. What's the price there? 5.6 ton. These are less and hold more. 20,000 litres. That's definitely too heavy for our green tractor. But it would work perfectly for what we needed. So I think that's one we'll probably go for next. I'm not going to spend I'm not spending much more money unless we have to today. We spent a whole heap yesterday, so it's not good. I mean, we got a lot of stuff done. We got the extra chickens, chicken coop. We got the new tractor. What else did we get? Oh, the windrower, because that's what I was planning on doing today, was mowing. But we can't because we had a field to do, so we got to get that first. And if we got time, we'll do some mowing. I'm not going to do the contract for the potatoes as much as I want to. I don't think it's going to work for us properly, so that can sit there and wait. And we might do a little experiment on a small patch of land. We'll make like a potato field with the older style equipment and see how that works and go from there, because the potato harvesters are very, very expensive and we just don't have the funds to get it all straight away. So that's the reason for that. And even though the fields are getting bigger, this harvester, even though it's oldish, it's still holding up. Like, it's still doing everything we need it to do. So I can't complain in honesty. Much is in there. Almost empty, I think. There we go. We can get another 3,500 litres in there, I guess. All the workers doing that, we may as well just jump in and do some mowing. They're already in there, we may as well do it. That little flat deck trailer will be handy for doing pallets and things, but I think we'll try and save up and get ourselves like a bit of a ute. It could be the transport machine to take everything up, take pallets up, take the tow the silage trailer, you know, things like that. So let's see how we go. Definitely mows a way bigger area than the old mower did, so that's a good thing. And this grass hasn't been fertilised or anything special, so I'm not expecting really good yield. It's just we need some more grass for the silage clamp, and that pole needs to go. But we do have a fair bit of grass, so we've got all this on the left here. We've got the grass around the dam. We've got the grass in the fields behind us there, which I want to get that done today, definitely. Because that field is the next one to be torn up. And then maybe here on the left we could do like a couple little fields, test fields for different equipment. I don't think the older potato machinery is very expensive. It'd be worthwhile giving that stuff a shot, I reckon. But if we can get a few of them forage wagons filled up with grass from around here, that would be perfect to throw into the silage clamp. The only downside of this mower is it doesn't mow down the weeds, but we're ripping this field up anyway, so it's not something that's going to affect anything that we do afterwards. So much faster using this. Last time I mowed this field with that ride-on lawnmower, it took me hours and hours and hours. It was only 1 metre, this is 6 metres, so huge difference. Look at harvester. Perfect timing. Couldn't have planned it any better if I was trying. Okay, I'm going to go round and round in circles and get this field mowed. And we'll pop back to you when we get more oats to go up, or when we change over to the windrower. So we've got some, we'll dump this over here first, just so we don't lose the wool. But I did bring up a pallet of wool to get rid of at the same time. Not at the same time, but just in the same trip. How much does this trailer weigh? That is the question. 3.4 tonne. So it's a fair weight, really. But having the front and rear axle makes a big difference. There's not as much weight on the tractor. So if we go up an extra tonne, then we're probably going to carry an extra 5 or 6 tonnes worth of product. That's not bad. 3,700 bucks. Not bad at all. And then, I mean, once we get the bread out of the bakery in the next, I think it takes a fair while to go through it. Not a very fast production, which I like. Makes it a bit more realistic and fun. We need to make like a little track down through here if we own the land. But even then I probably still would music, because we always just cut across to wherever we're going anyway. Looks like the harvester is finished. We have got a fair bit of the grass done. Maybe a third of that area. A little bit less maybe. So much faster than using the ride-on mower though, so very thankful for that. What I might do is I might put this away, because I think we have some oats. We still have oats in the silo. Yeah, only 500 litres, so we can take that up to the baker another day. It's not a big rush to get that done. I would prefer to get that grass finished so we can start cultivating it all. Stay there. Bring this harvester back. At least this will give us like close to 5,000 litres in the silo. If we forget about it like other stuff, it'll be money that we need one day soon. Is the other little field there ready as well? It looks like that one's done the same, look. Half is ready, the other half isn't. And it's a weird shape too, like it's like they're trying to draw pictures or something. I don't know. I think I'm going to buy that land, and then field 3 will just wipe out and use that for cattle or something. I think that might be the best way to go about it. We'll square that field up a little bit, field 2, straighten it up, maybe even just along here. See how the sort of bring it so it comes down here. We'll save a bit of room along the edges here. That way it gives us a bit more area. That's useless. That's just useless grass there at the moment. We could blend across because we own both the fields then. I'm not sure. I think that I'll have to have a chat with Heidi because she said she was looking at maybe selling it. But I don't really want to buy it if it's going to be more expensive than a normal block of land, because a normal block is 79. So this block here is rather pointless for us anytime soon. This one here is be good. Yeah, this one might be okay. Put a couple of fields in here. Put some productions along here because it's sort of in this loopy road and it's close to town. I don't know. We'll get there. Once we get a fair few fields and we don't really need the big open areas anymore to put the fields in. I think Heidi owns 37, but she wants to buy 30 to 29. I can't remember which one she wants. But she owns 37. And she owns this one here, 31. So yeah, if we can get maybe 79 grand next time we get a spare bit of money. We do have a decent tractor now, and we do have some decent equipment, so we always can upgrade, but there's not a whole big need to right now. Plus we have a whole heap of trees that we can cut down. Alright, put cruise control on and we'll get into this mowing. Yeah, I think we'll cut a few trees down and get some extra cash. Sell the bread from the bakery, and that can give us the money we need then maybe to buy that field over there, and then that'll give us a couple more farmable areas. And we should be really good on a good wicket then, making decent cash, and start look at putting in some things for the tourists. I would love to be able to put in the roller coaster from Platinum Expansion, Hill Run Forest roller coaster. That would be cool if you could add that into a map and make your own sort of side quests of building it, having the sawmill and productions to do it. I think that would be great fun if you can do that in the game. And yes, I know it is a farming simulator, but the way farming is these days, a lot of people diversify their income. Airbnbs, TV shows, YouTube channels, camping grounds, train rides, hire it out for weddings and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty well along the... If you got council approval to put in a roller coaster, who wouldn't want to do that if you could afford it? We'll see what happens. It's not going to happen on this map. It's not a thing. Alright, I'm going to finish this off and we'll come back when we've got the windrower cracking. Okay, so I'm just going to collect the rest of this silage. I've done all of the, unfold. Turn on. Let's go. I don't think there's enough here to do... Oh, the bolt. I don't think there's enough to fill the trailer. Stuck. No. That hump. These lovely lady lumps. My bad, I'm sorry. We're stuck on there. Go fully sick at it. You can do it, come on. No way you're stuck to that little lump there. Maybe there's enough to fill this thing up. I'll probably just tip it in the silo for now anyway. And we can sell it later. I just want this empty so we can start putting grass in. I'll have to get the bucket for these last few bits maybe. He's there. I'm pretty sure I got stuck here last time too. There's nothing on the ground. Put on the buckets. Clear this place out. I'm pretty sure when I first used the last one we done, we got stuck at that same spot. See if we can scoop it out. Everything. And off the wagon so it doesn't fuck up any of that grass. Throw it in the silo for now, just that way it's out of the way, it's done. Good. And now we've got a little bit of silage in there as backup money, which we'll probably forget about. In 6 episodes we'll be like, where did that silage come from? So I have windrowed all of this along here. We've done the field, everything. I mean, it's not, you could get a bigger windrower, but for now this is what we need. It's perfect. Oh, I didn't windrow down there. There's a lot more grass than I expected. That's 4,500 litres already. I thought we'd probably be able to do this with a couple of loads in this unloading wagon. But it's filling up way faster than I expected. Could you imagine if this was an actual proper grass field? We wouldn't have, even if we just done this area here as proper grass. We could just harvest it every few days and throw it in the silage clamp. Can't believe it's full. We haven't even done a complete run. Okay. Well, this is going to take longer than I expected. Maybe I shouldn't have mowed so much. It is what it is, right? We'll get this unloaded. See if we can flatten it down better with this tractor. And I'll get back doing it, I guess. Try and tip more in the center. Not gonna work. I was hoping to get it a bit more smoother and leveler. There's not as much leveling to do. That's not too bad though. Is there any specific tools that you can get that actually level this out better? This tractor seems to be doing it. I mean, that's 30% leveled already, compacted. Is there any compaction tools? Silo compaction, there we go. Very expensive. 4.9 meters. Might be something that we could look into later on. If we're going to keep doing silage, that is. But I'll get some more loads loaded up and see where we're at shortly. Alright, heading back with another load. I think this might be it for this episode. It's probably getting up there too long. I was getting carried away doing so much stuff. I didn't realise how long I've been recording. So we might drop this in here. That'll be 26,000 litres. I might do the rest off screen, and then tomorrow we can seed that field and roll it. Stop. That wasn't what I meant to do. Okay. Yeah, then tomorrow we can roll that field, seed it up. Be all good to go. Get the rest of this silage in. And then after that, we just have to sit back and wait for it to turn into money, basically. And once we get that sorted, we're laughing. Oh, dog just came in. How you doing, Jezza? He wants to play as well. He'll probably actually come in to try and steal some of my food that I just got. You can smell it. Alright, thank you for watching. Hope you're all being safe and well, and we'll see you on the next one.